the future of the human race? What is the future of the human race? We believe that life arose spontaneously on the Earth, so it must be possible for life to appear on other suitable planets, of which there seem to be a large number in the galaxy. But we don't know how life first appeared. We have two pieces of observational evidence on the probability of life appearing. The first is that we have fossils of algae from 3.5 billion years ago. The Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago, and was probably too hot for about the first half-billion years. So life appeared on Earth within half a billion years of it being possible, which is short compared to the 10 billion year lifetime of the planet of Earth type. This suggests that the probability of life appearing is reasonably high. If it was very low, one would have expected it to take most of the 10 billion years available.
Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly for January 2026. And it is indeed January 38th, so it seems about time to conclude the Masters event. And what we've got for you, yeah, it's the semifinals and the finals. Here they are. Seed number 1, Cobra, a 0-time CTM Masters event winner, is going to take on Sidnev, a 1-time CTM Masters event winner. And then Blue Scooty, an 8-time CTM Masters event winner, is going to take on Dog Playing Tetris, a 12-time CTM Masters event winner. Cobra versus Sidnev, Blue Scooty versus Dog Playing Tetris. And then the winner of each of those matches will meet in the finals to determine the winner for January 2026. Pretty excited about this one. I hope you are too. Let us take a look at the rules. Yes, there are rules, believe it or not, in the Masters event. This is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console as long as the game mechanic experience statistics are unmodified. They could use any controllers as long as no big buttons or turbo functions used. Whether electronical or mechanical, biological, turbo only. These are best of 5 matches. The first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through Level 39. Super kill screen will be turned on and the score is uncapped. We will be using same piece sets. They will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. And players should not receive any advice while they are playing a game, and they should not pause unless the commentator tells you. If you do experience tech issues like with OBS or your internet or computer or your camera or your capture or whatever, just keep playing and I will sort it out. I am the judge and jury and, well, hopefully not the executioner, but I am the judge and the jury in addition to being the streamer and the disorganizer. So yeah, that is the rules. Oh, the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool that stands at $1,821.17. Right now, we are paying our top 4. We would love to pay our top 8. If we get there, we can, pay 4 more people, right? That's pretty good, right? But we're $179 away, basically, from doing that. We need your help to get there. We want to pay as many players as possible. And look, we don't have to stop at 2,000. We can go much higher than that as well. So please do consider contributing to the prize pool. We don't have any sponsors, nothing like that. It's just you guys, 100% funded by you, the viewers. So please do consider contributing to the prize pool. Now, how do you do that? You do that by using this Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says CTM Jan, that is the one, or Jan or whatever it says, that is the one for this tournament. And click on that. It'll take you to the landing page with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. If you look at the top right-hand corner of the screen, you will see a button that says log in. Click on that to log in, and then you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. And yeah, once you're in, look on the right side of the page. There's a button that says contribute, and then you can go from there. So thank you to everybody who's contributed to our prize pool so far this month. Really appreciate y'all keeping the classic Tetris scene alive. Tayo, thanks for the sub on Twitch. Appreciate that. Now, if you want to support the players, that's what to do. If you want to support the stream, you can do that. If you want to, you can use the not Matcherino, you can use the support command to find it says false. I don't know. Okay. All right. But anyway, use the support command That'll bring up some ways to support us. One great way is to go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, make an ongoing pledge of support, just like the people on this slide have done, plus some extra people on the slide that I have to update for February. But big shout out to Scott Gray, Jay, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Mr. Brain, Nate, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason, Sonny, and everybody else. Appreciate that. You can find other ways to support us again using that support command. If you want to make a recurring pledge but don't want to use Patreon, that's fine. Use Streamlabs or PayPal. If you're watching on YouTube, you can use Super Chats or stickers. You can join the channel as a member. Just click the join button just below the video player. You can gift a membership to the channel. You can gift multiple memberships to the channel. If you're on Twitch, you can you can use bits. All right, that's a thing. You can do weird stuff in chat with bits. You can subscribe to the channel. You can gift a subscription to the channel. You can gift multiple subscriptions to the channel. Thank you, Sage, for the Twitch sub. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming sub to grant to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis. But it is use it or lose it. You can't save or stack it. So don't lose it. Use it on us. Let me go ahead and bring over our game screen. We'll get these players all aligned and situated and refreshed. And then we will begin. Did I get through all that very quickly? Did I forget something, or did I just go super fast and efficiently? I don't know. I just feel like I got through that all very quickly. I don't know why that is. And apologies, y'all. I am feeling a little bit under the weather, so I will do my best to try and get through this with a with a minimum of throat clearing and other annoying habits. But if I slip a little bit here and there, I apologize. Okay, there's an individual. There you go. And here is another individual. All right, we have two individuals. Let's let me lock this up. We'll just want to tap that stencil over just a little bit. That'll do. And this one is, I mean, come on, Cobra. All right, there we go. That's a little better. All right, players, you can continue to warm up a little bit. That is fine. Yeah, I feel like did I forget something? I just feel like I got through all that very quickly. I'm amped up. I'm excited. I'm on caffeine, but on the other hand, I'm sick, so maybe I'm trying to rush through it. I don't know. What's up, Chen? Welcome. Now we give these players another minute, and then I will dump the pieces on them. So yeah, this is going to wrap up the month of January. We completed Stupid Tetris Monthly. We're completing this now. And February, we've got what do we have? We have a Stupid Tetris Monthly and a Masters for February, so that should be fun to watch. Stupid Tetris Monthly is Crunch Mode, so be on the lookout for that. Pretty excited about that. And then qualifiers are open for March. We've got Masters, regular CTM plus DAS Masters. So qualifiers are already open for that. Just go to go.ctm.gg to get to the page where you can qualify. All right, pieces are coming. Quals for March open before January Masters are finished. I mean, we can't sit there and wait all day. It's a short month, so we got to get stuff going, Oh, my word. Thank God for the burp button. Thank God for that. Oh, all right. Well, Sidnev apparently did something very exciting First ever 3 Tetris floor 6. Well, when we do our floor tournament, you'll have to play. So GG's. All right, I'm going to refresh these players just one time before we get started. All right, looks like both players have signaled ready. 932 F19. Let us get them underway. Game number 1 in our semifinals, CTM Masters event, January 2026. Cobra and Sidnev in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, there it is. OJI. And there it is. We're starting. Well, seed number 1, Cobra from the United States of America. This is his first time as the number 1 seed in this tournament. And he's gotten here all the way to the semifinals. So Cobra got to start in basically round 3, the round of 16. And he defeated Tugi and Knight to get here to the semis. He's got an overall PB of 5.28 million. He was ranked number 7 in the January Premier poll. That was the poll heading into the month of this tournament. I'm sure the February results are out, but this is still January as far as we're concerned. So yeah, ranked number 7 in the poll, and you can find the full results of that poll, which is a ranking of Tetris players in open and DAS playstyle competition over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. You can use the PP command in chat to bring up that link as well. Tetris Cobra, Tetris Sidnev, as we get underway in game number 1. Cobra was the winner of the Boston 2 parody, the 2 Boston 2 parody event a year ago, basically 13 months ago. So was the winner of that. He was also the winner of the last ever Challenger circuit that we held. That was in November of 2024, before we merged the 16 players from Challengers with the 16 players in Masters into one tournament. Cobra was the winner of that. Cobra is a 2-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. That's the championship level bracket. He was top 8 in 2025, going out to Blue Scooty. He's also a 3-time Mega Masters player. He had his best finish in 2025, top 16. You've also seen him at the Space City Regional in Houston and the Stillwater Showdown in Oklahoma over the last couple of years. And he was also top 4 in our Lone Star championship. The last time we ever held that was in 2024. And he went out to, well, Blue Scooty. So we'll see how it goes. Cobra has not won a Masters event before. This is, he's going for his first time ever. And in fact, outside of that Lone Star Championship, this is Cobra's first time in the semi-finals. So we'll see what he can do here. 258 for Cobra, 330 for Sidnev. And that is a raid from Simply with a party of 1,054 people. Here come the Boba chats, I'm sure. Bring it on. So hello, all the Simply fans. Welcome in. We are playing the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event semis and finals. Classic Tetris Monthly is the preeminent online NES Tetris tournament. We've been going strong since 2017, and we're going to crown a monthly champion like in this stream. All the best players in the world play in this tournament. We're more or less monthly, and it's been going a long time. So welcome in, Simply Fans. 394 for Cobra, 406 for Sidnev. And on the right side, it is Sidnev, seed number 4 from the Netherlands with a PB of 8.52 million and ranked number 9 in the most recent ranking of competitive Tetris players. Sidnev won Masters for the first time in August of 2024. Is the reigning Classic Tetris European champion. Has also won that tournament 2 previous times in 21 and 25. Sidnev up high on the board right now. I'm going to break this down with a dirty Tetris. It was like column, 7 or 8 and like 7 rows high, something like that. I don't know. It was like 6, 7. I don't know. 468 for Cobra, 470 for Sidnev. Cobra was the runner-up in the Classic Tetris World Championship in 2023 and was also the runner-up in our own annual championship, Mega Masters, back in May of 2025. 516 for Sidnev, 496 for Cobra. Yeah, Sidnev's been in, had many deep runs in our Masters event. A lot of times in the finals. I think it was like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in the finals before finally winning one in August of 2024. 587 transition for Sidnev. That is a healthy one. 544 for Cobra. I don't know what you're talking about, Tayo. There's a long bar down. Tetris for Sidnev. Now, we start here on level 18. There's basically 130 lines of that same speed. It transitions into level 19. The colors start to change. The speed goes up by 50%. And we have 100 lines of that speed. The value of line clears goes up every time the color changes. Tetris is on 19, worth 24,000. They go up 1,200 points every time the level changes. Be another speed increase at level 29, 230 lines. And they'll have 100 more lines of that speed before the level 39 super kill screen kicks in and kills their game. Sidnev with the meme spin of the Z piece. I mean, it's great when it works. It's great when it works. I mean, you know, obviously Sidnev is going to nail that every time, but I think that's fun for the fans there at 802, and it gives you, and it gives you a flat board, so not a meme, but it looks amazing. 831 for Sidnev, 712 for Cobra. About 5 lines apart. Sidnev ahead by 80, 90 lines, something like that. Tetris for Sidnev, 860. There's one for Cobra, 797. Another Tetris Cobra, 827. This is a best of 5. So the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. We do have basically 2 more matches after this. The winner of this will go into the finals. And then the other match has Blue Scooty, who some of y'all may have heard of if you're over on the Simply, if you're from the Simply raid. And then Dog Playing Tetris, 2-time CTWC champion. So, and then the winner of that will face the winner of this in the finals. Max out for Sidnev, that is 1 million points. The A signifies a million because we only get 6 digits up there. So we had to cheat a little bit. So about a 50,000 point lead for Sidnev, but, like a 3 to 7 line difference between the two. Tetris for Sidnev, B00. That is a 1.1 million. There's a Tetris for Cobra. He's got the max out and more. All right, Sidnev, a little bit of cleanup to do. And, level 29, that speed is going to double in 10 lines. So this board has got to come down. Tetris for Cobra B29. He's got the 1.1. Sidnev is into 29. Longbar gets over a Tetris for Sidnev. Tetris is on 29, worth 36,000. Cobra is in. So this is a good high scoring game here. Tetris for Cobra C11. And Sidnev's board getting up a bit high. Needs to get a Longbar down that right side, but that left side, I don't know how you fix that. And that is going to be a top out for Sidnev at B85. And I think Cobra might have been killed by the same drought. The players do get the same piece set, so they encounter the same droughts. And I think they were killed by the same drought. But Cobra was just a little bit ahead and is going to take game number 1. Summer B, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Thanks everybody for the follows. We're going to go ahead and drop pieces in the chat for the players. And if we can get a mod to pin that, it might be a lot of chat here. So thank you, Tayo. Appreciate that. I'm standing. I haven't stood for, like, I'm literally at my standing desk. Like, I elevated my standing desk. I haven't stood for a Masters or any other Tetris stream in like years. So maybe I'm a little extra excited today. All right, the pieces are here: 5-7 BA BF. I also have my clicky keyboard. Like, I don't know if you've been around for a long time. Like, way back in the day, I used to have a super clicky keyboard, but people would complain that they could hear me typing, but now I just don't care anymore. And this could be a decent time for a Matcherino shout out. Yeah, our players, you know, folks, if you do want to support the prize pool, you can do it. Our prize pool is funded 100% by viewers. We do not have any sponsors. Why would anyone sponsor this? I have no idea. See, check seeds, good. All right, both players ready. Game number 2, 3-2-1 Tetris. Yeah, the prize pool is sponsored 100% by all the viewers. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, our goal is $2,000. We have hit our prize pool goal like every month for years. If we get to $2,000, we can pay our top 8 instead of our top 4. It's a 32-player tournament. And yeah, I would love it if we could get to that $2,000 so I can stop harping about it, right? I'm tired of, inveighing upon you to, like, come on, let's support that prize pool. Then I'll just shut up about it. All right, players with some initially high early stacks, and they do have the same piece sets, so they encounter the same droughts, they encounter the same, weird RNG. Of course, they'll have different stacks when those same pieces hit them, or those same droughts hit them, so it will affect them differently, but Jazzy Josh with the online fact says Sidnev was the last new winner in CTM. Yeah, we haven't had, it's just been dominated really by, 5 or 6. The discipline not to make the 6-7 joke, but the 5 or 6 kind of players for the last couple of years. We had 4 different winners last year. We had, I think, 5 different winners in 2024, Sidnev among them. And then 2023 was an insane year where we had, basically 12 different Masters level events with 11 different winners, Dog being the only one to win twice. 185 for Cobra, 189 for Sidnev. What is a drought? Oh, a drought is when you don't, a drought is when you don't get a long bar is the most important piece in NES Tetris. The only way that you can score like these super high scoring line clear is with a long bar, getting all, 4 lines at a time. And if you don't get a long bar for a long time, it's really, really bad, because not only is it the piece required to get the by far highest scoring line clear, it's also a very versatile piece, and players kind of, build their stacks around getting that long bar. When you don't get it, yeah, it's pretty bad. And the RNG in NES Tetris is not like modern Tetris, where, you're guaranteed to get every piece every so often. It's essentially totally random. $315 for Sidnev, $312 for Cobra. Yeah, we're not going to have a Masters level event where people aren't allowed, but it's still on my bucket list, before I shuffle off this mortal coil or whatever, to do the Try Hard Cup. Talvit with the $25 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you so much, Talvit. Talvit says, "You rock, Vandy." Oh, thank you, Talvit. Appreciate that. 368 Sidnev, 404 for Cobra. Yeah, I do want to do like I've just been in my head and out loud a couple times, been calling it the Try Hard Cup, which is basically anybody who's never won one of our tournaments is invited to play. And of course, we have by the way, we have tournaments for every skill level. So, there's a monthly qualifying that happens, and it's not just the best players in the world. We have people even as bad as me. So we have tournaments like all the way down. Everybody who submits a qualifier gets to play in a tournament. 468 for Sidnev, 485 for Cobra. This is a big weekend, guys. We've got Masters event finals. We've got the Olympics kicking off. And we got the Super Bowl. So, 3 events of, equal excitement and dignity. And stature. Right? Oh, and CTWC Washington. True. 496 for Cobra, 565 for Sidnev. Yeah, it's interesting because on this side of the bracket, this match, these players have combined for 1 total Masters event victory, and the other match is a combined 21 Masters event victories. So at least on one side of the bracket, someone will have a chance either to get number 1 or number 2. 572 for Cobra, still on 19, into level 20, Sidnev, 638. We're into level 21 now, 652 for Cobra, 693 for Sidnev. You guys are going to hear, ready? Listen to my heart. How loud is this typing? You guys hear that? Is that like super loud? I'm sure it is. These players have only met one time in Classic Tetris Monthly. That was back in May of 2025. And that was just a top 16 match. And Cobra actually took that one in a decider, 3-2. They've also met in Classic Tetris League back in 2024. And Cobra took that one as well. 839 for Sidnev, now 869 after a Tetris. Level 24 Tetrises were 30,000. back in May of 2025. Yeah, all the way back then. I mean, it was a while ago. Tetris Cobra 850, 931 Sidnev. Ziggy says no sound at all. And then someone else says barely audible. I don't know. I mean, I think people can hear me. But. Okay, if you can hear me, if you can't hear me in chat, type blueberry muffin. If you can't hear me, okay? Oh, the keyboard? Oh, the keyboard. All right, good. A41, Sidnev has got the max. All right, Jaggernaut, Winter, Stolen Shortser, they cannot hear me. All right, everybody hears me. Salty Seaman hears me on YouTube. A skim and a Tetris for Sidnev, B51 into level 29. And here comes that speed increase again. Long bars, right and left for Sidnev to try to start getting Tetris ready again. Cobra's in with a BO3, back by 60,000. A little under 2 Tetrises. Tetris dirty for Sidnev, 2 rows up. 1.2 million for Sidnev. That's what the C means. B62 for Cobra. The Cobra back by 50,000. Sidnev covered. And uncovering and long bar down into column 2. Kind of a difficult well to play well. Column 2. Sidnev gets a Tetris over there. Sidnev going to try to open up the right side. Open and Tetrising D26. Cobra C36. Oh no, Sidnev. All right, gets another Tetris down. D73. Gonna try to fix this one. And Cobra still fighting, back by about 100,000 points. And we've just got 30 lines to go until level 39 super kill screen kicks in. That is unplayable. The players are going to have to do all the scoring they're going to do between now and 330 lines. D00, that's a 1.3 million for Cobra, 1.4 million for Sidnev. And Cobra gets a long bar down for a triple D18, and yeah, it doesn't seem to be able to get this down and get this clean. Sidnev, level 38. And Sidnev building for that triple, and yeah, it doesn't matter because Cobra is going to top out level 37. Sidnev is good, but let's see level. Oh, see, I wanted to see level 39 and see how fast it was, right? All right, well, Sidnev going to take game number 2. So yeah, 1.4 to 1.3 deep run into the 29 phase. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you some new pieces. They are here. DD-A78C. DD-A78C. Yeah, Dan V in chat, right? Digging the entirety of 29 and still get a 1.4. It's pretty good. Dan V, it's that easy apparently. Well, for some people, Dan. All right. All right, no seed pinners. We got a million mods here. No pinners. You pinned. Can you get paid now? Yeah, your check is in the mail. Thank you, Short Sword. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Let's seed check them. Yes. All right, what was once a best of 5, now in effect a best of 3 between Cobra and Sidnev. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tayo, did you really get a PB? $1 a pin. Oh, easy, trying to make me go broke. Yikers. Thanks to the follows, by the way, Lee Keel, Pragler, Twig. That's Jade, right? Sasquatch, Bedelli Nona, Smug Whale, None Ya Business Labrador, and Nico Funk. Appreciate that. You forgot to follow earlier. I'll consider forgiving you. All right, 69,000 for Sidnev, 68,000 for Cobra. We are $154 short of our $2,000 monthly incentive. If we get there, we can pay the top 8 instead of the top 4. So if whatever you got, you have available to contribute, please consider contributing. Any amount is fine. You don't have to be ashamed if all you can do is, $150. We'll get the rest of the way there. Don't be ashamed. It's fine. Nuna Kababwe asking again. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's hard to ask administrative and Vandy Woodja questions like in the middle of level, 29 phase. But would I consider an event inviting veterans of Tetris? Well, for one thing, this is an open event, so the veterans of Tetris are welcome to come back anytime. 2, we did do a Tap Masters where we restricted rolling and said nobody can do the rolling technique. And so tappers and DAS players were able to do it. And we did have players come back like Corian and Joseph Saley, among others. And we are going to do that event again sometime this year. Not exactly sure the timing of it, but try to get it in. And I think I did mention I do want to do a try-hard tournament, the try-hard cup, right? Where people who have not won a Masters can compete in Masters, and people who have not won a Challengers or higher can compete in Challengers, and all the way down. So basically, you are invited to compete for any level that you have not won a tournament for, or higher. How about a seniors league? Nobody needs to see that. Nobody wants that. Veteran event once per year would be cool. I don't know what the, it's an open event, so the veterans are welcome to show up. I mean, if it's just like an invitational fun I guess we could do that, but we don't really do that. I mean, Kingsman kind of has the market cornered on those invitationals. And I gotta be honest, I don't like running around begging people to, would you please join my tournament, Mr. Veteran? Like I don't want to do that. I just like, all right, I'll make a tournament, show up or not. 411 for Cobra, 461 for Sidnev. And we have DAS Masters. So you see a lot of players they're invited. All those veterans are welcome to play in DAS Masters if they can, hang. But what am I going to do? Say, oh, well, Pixelandy, you can't compete because we need, Frank Westfall to play in it. I mean, we're mostly about open tournaments here. Rogue Potato with the 666 contribution. Sidnev in a dig. And this is doable on 18, but it's a tough board, and the wrong run of pieces can really mess you up here. That left side. I don't know what you do, and what you do is top out on 18, and Cobra is good in game number 3. You're thinking Corian, Green Tea, and Jeff? Yeah, so those, yeah, I love those players. Corian did come back for Tap Masters. Jeff has played in our DAS events, and Green Tea, I'm sure if he could show up and play, and that was a priority, he would, but... Respect 18, says Wallmant. Yeah, Corian and Green Tea played in CTWC 2025. So, if you know, if you keep your eyes open, you can catch these players. So, all right, let's go ahead and give our players some pieces for game 4. Does Heather still play Dr. Mario and Classic Tetris? Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's moved on to other things, understandably. Pieces are here, C1254D. C1254D. It's good to me. Let's get him going. It's game number 4. Cobra up 2-1. Sidnev needs to win this one to force a deciding game 5 to still have a shot at the finals. 3-2-1 Tetris. Tetris. I like that, you know, you get a raid from Simply where like pretty much anything goes, and then it's like someone said something almost, you know, kind of slightly not nice, and it's like, that was not very nice. Like totally different experiences on the internet, and isn't that great that you can get that, right? I think that's funny. $70,000 for Cobra, 51 for Sidnev as we get underway. Vent in the Sky says, love Classic Tetris community. I do too. Believe it or not. You would think after 7 years. Is it 7 years? 8 years? Oh my God, it's more than that. It's like 9 years. Jeez Louise, what am I doing? I don't know, man. All right, 142 Cobra, 124 Sidnev. Thank you, Chen. Appreciate that. Smacks with the 14-17 contribution. That gets the prize pool up to 1867, 1867. Oh, wow. Tayo has said, I finally got my PC back up and running, which has put me in a good mood. So if the rest of y'all in chat can get this prize pool up to $2,000, Tayo will gift 20 memberships over on YouTube and 20 over on Twitch. Guys, channel could really use that. So, I mean, everybody wins, except Tayo, I guess. But yeah, I mean, so let's see what we can do. Let's try to get that incentive. So we need $133 more. Oh, pin by Tayo. I'm kidding. N-Dog. All right, it was N-Dog. It was Tayo. Thank you, Tayo. Tayo, you have to do it. Did I say Tayo? It was pinned by Tayo, but it's Nate. Tayo, you have to do it. That's it. Both you and Nate both have to do it. That's it. But anyway, yeah, don't let this opportunity slip. Channel could really use the help, and that'll get that prize pool up to where you need to be. The reason that we can continue to do this event month after month is because y'all get it supported. You don't have any money? All right. You're good for it though, right? You'll get it later. You'll get it later. But yeah, thank you, N-Dog. Really appreciate that. Need $133. That's like 10 people doing $13.30. Is that how math works? Yeah, take out a payday loan, Tayo. I think if 20 people do 665, I think that's how math works. So yeah, let's do it. 1, 5, 10, whatever you got. We've only got, a couple hours to get there, and we really would need to unlock that incentive. 400 for Sidnev, 453 for Cobra. Oh yeah, thank you, Vent in the Sky, putting that Matcherino over on Twitch. Somebody want to use the Matcherino command over on YouTube just to bring it up? Yeah, use that Matcherino command. That'll bring up the link. Follow the one for January CTM. All right, we'll do that, Looney. We're not going to pin the seed. We're just going to spam the seed in the chat. Or I'll spam it in. Don't you guys do it. For real. $545 for Sidnev. 1 burn to go until level 19. There's the burn. There's 19. There's the Tetris. $570 for Sidnev. Cobra is into 19 at $557. OTA Howard with the $33 contribution. That is going to get us up to $1,900 in the prize pool. $100 remaining to unlock, a good amount for the channel and for the 5th through 8th finishers in this tournament. Tetris for Cobra, 617. Sidnev, 679. Long bar down, Tetris, Cobra, 643. So thank you again, OTA, Howard, Smacks, Rogue Potato, and Talbot for your contributions so far. Just $100 to go. $15 from Watermelon Cowboy. Watermelon Cowboy says, please don't leave me, Vandy. Guafi with $25. Guafi, where'd you get $25? Aren't you like 16? What the heck? It must be crypto. $756 for Cobra, $800 for Sidnev. Thank you so much. Vent in the Sky, Salty Sea Man with the $20 contribution gets us up to 1963. Vent in the Sky, $3. Pocket rent change, thank you. Yeah, 1963 is where we're at. $844 for Cobra, $894 for Sidnev. You lost all your crypto gambling. Oh, rip. Now, back when I was a youngster, like people like your grandparents or your aunts or uncles or whatever, mostly uncles, let's be real here, would give you like a savings bond for like a gift. Does that still happen, or do they just give you like a part of a Bitcoin or something? I used to get a savings bond. A30 for Sidnev. There's a long bar in Tetris. A64. A16 for Cobra. So both players with the max out. No, they just give you money. 669 from Commodore Friday. That's going to get us up to 1969.69. Commodore Friday. There should be CTM coin where it's used only for prize pools. Probably don't want to do that. People don't like when you mess with crypto. I remember some Tetris organization decided to issue like NFTs and all this other stuff. That did not go over very well. Lee Kill for the $15 contribution. Thank you. B61 Cobra. Tetris for Sidnev. C18. Commodore Friday said, doodly doo, there's a building. All right. All right, Cobra trying to fight this down. B73, C67 for Sidnev. It doesn't... I don't know. When you issue crypto, it just seems... like, I think it's a good technology, right? Blockchain stuff, it's a good technology, but people issuing coins and things just seems like kind of scammy. Sidnev trying to uncover that right side, gets that long bar over to the left. But Sidnev gonna open up the right, waiting on the bar, skimming, waiting, Tetrising, D40 for Sidnev. Cobra with the perfect clear into level 33. Sidnev ahead by about 50,000. Cobra, Sidnev in kind of a tricky spot here. And I don't see what she's going to do. So that's going to be a top out at D47. So Cobra is 5,000 away from getting this. He doesn't know it yet. And there's a Tetris for Cobra. And Cobra is headed to the finals for the first time. Sidnev tops out on 34, and Cobra will be going to the finals for the first time ever. GG, Sidnev. You did great. $2,000. We got there. We got there. Another one from Watermelon Cowboy. Thank you so much. Sidnev, GG's to you. Congrats. You did a great job. Certainly not the way you want to go out today, but I'm sure you'll be back, and number 2 is coming. I think it's coming. But there you go, $2,000. That means we have unlocked N-Dog's contribution to the channel. It's going to be 20 subs over on YouTube and 20 on Twitch. So GG's Cobra. Cobra excited. Has gotten into those finals. First time ever. It's his first time in the semis. His first time in the finals. It was his first time as the number 1 seed in this tournament. So Cobra has got a shot to do something that someone hasn't done in a long time, which is be a first-time winner in the Masters event. Congratulations, Cobra. So I'm going to go ahead, and while I set up this thing, I will... So yeah, we have Dog and Blue Scooty coming up in game number 2. While I'm setting that up, I'll try to read some of the people who've gotten subs. Man, my eyes are not great. Let me plus it up a little. Devil, Triggered, Simply Swiftness, Icy Flow, Cool Comps, V, Maui Shiachalil, Heinstein, Mark on Google, Aka Traveler, Bobby, Quactrong BM, Maxwell, Henry Denner, some jazz guy, Widowin, Wait, Super Rot, Johnny Hall, Smart Time, Silent Asian, Jaden Gregory, and Same Yam. Congrats, you just got gift memberships courtesy of N-Dog over on YouTube. And we'll do the ones for these other people in a moment over on Twitch. So let's bring up that. It's going to be number 2 Scooty. And dog. Oh wait, is that the right? I don't think that's the right. Oh, it is the right. Oh, I see. I hit the wrong button here. So we'll get these players lined up, get them on stencil for God's sake. Can you believe it's 2026? I'm still adjusting stencils for world champions. Can you believe that? All right. Let's see. Game. Let me just reset the stencil here. Reset. Oh, it's Scooty. It must be kind of in a different spot here, so it's not that bad. You're in Kansas. No worries. No worries. It's fine. It was off by like four pixels from the top. Not bad at all. All right, yeah, I want to thank N-Dog again for gifting subs over to Fab77, Catter Meowlin, ASZYD, Retro Bear OG, Andrew Mack, Hush the Legend, A Game Scout, Azraya, Cake or Death, I agree. Cheekly, what? Cecily, whatever. Flies Whizzle. Crack the Wep, Shadow Knight, Sebi, Old Man, Kelv, Rena 909, Kenny Bunkport, Limo Mon, Mad Mega, DJ. Thank you, N-Dog, and congrats to those of you. And thanks, everybody, for getting us to our goal. Really appreciate that. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and put some pieces in the chat. You can continue to warm up a little bit if you want to, but vibe code yourself a thing that auto adjusts stencils. I would love to. There used to be something like that. There used to be that. Isn't Scooty's PB 60 million now? Heading into the month, this is what it was. I haven't looked. I'll look right now, but no, it's 40.2 million. I wouldn't be surprised. Dancing Longbar, Prime sub, 38 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. No, Scooty did not get 60 million. Someone on YouTube asked about it. Divide by zero. The capture card we're using was $20 from Walmart. You apologize in advance. It looks great. Honestly, it looks. You take that one home, Scooty Mom. It looks better than Scooty's regular one. By the way, Vandy, are you going to hold another LAN event or in-person event? Probably not. The capture looks better than his normal capture. All right, I'm going to refresh both these players, make sure that they are synchronized so that they start at the exact right time as befits a big semifinals. Hey, it's great. I mean, can you get that Walmart capture card over to like Andy? Jeez. Like Andy could use one. All right. The pieces are here. Okay. Water. You bought two? That's smart. All right, hey, let's not do that, Guaf. Let's just take that somewhere else. You can take that offline. It's all cool. We just don't need to go through. We don't need to go through that. Hey. All right. Stop. Everyone just chill. Hooray. Wait, why am I using emotes? I'm a mod. It can abuse power. Yeah, but it's, the spirit of the law. Okay, not the letter of the law, Dan V. I know half the chat is mods, but that's true. All right, the pieces are here. 957 now. All right, we're doing our best. You like mac and cheese? I do too. Mac and queso tomorrow for Super Bowl. All right, is Dog here? I know Dog is ready, but I just want to know that Dog is actually here. Okay, good. All right, looks like both players are here. Blue, Scooty, and Dog. They got a heck of a lot of Masters event championships between the two of them. One of them will go to the finals to take on Cobra. Let's find out who it is going to be. Blue, Scooty versus Dog. CTM Masters event semifinals. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Cute Pup Jesus Prime resub 18 months. Thank you, Cute Pup. Appreciate that. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits from K9 watching Tetris. Thank you, K9. Appreciate that. We have met our $2,000 monthly prize pool goal, so we will be paying our top 8. Thanks again to everybody who has helped us out with that. Also, big thanks to N-Dog for catalyzing a whole flurry of contributions to help us get there. Really appreciate that. Commodore Friday with the 100 bits, and Cute Pup Jesus with the 5 subs gifted to the CTM community. They went to Justin W, Mountaineer, Sun Deco, old friend, OFU did you. I think that spells something that I don't get. And Arctic. So yeah, thank you so much, Cute Pup Jesus. Appreciate that. And on the left side of your screen, it is Blue Scooty seed number 2. Coming into January, he was the number 1 ranked Tetris player in the world, according to the Premier poll, which is a ranking of Tetris players that is done by a poll of Tetris broadcasters and journalists. Now, they've had to lay off 30% of the journalists, but it's all right. We still got everybody else. 142 for Blue Scooty, 125 for Dog. Blue Scooty is a 9-time CTM Masters event winner, including the most recent 3 Masters events. He is playing for a chance to go back 4 back, and nobody has ever gone back 4 back before. We've had some back 3 backers, including Corion and Fractal and Blue Scooty himself, sort of. I mean, we've had some back 3 backers, never a back 4 backer in the, what is it? This is our 9th year, I guess. Ziggy, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. So he's trying to do something no one has ever done before and try to get his 10th win. But of course, he's got to get to those finals. And in order to do that, he's got to get through the guy on the right side of the screen, Dog, who's got 12 Masters event wins, ranked number 3 coming into January. Blue Scooty, of course, was the boy who broke Tetris, did that back in December of 2023, becoming the first player ever to crash the game of NES Tetris, getting all the way to level 157 and triggering some built-in crash behavior. It's really the first player to ever beat, in quotes, Tetris, but first player ever to do that. Huge, monumental achievement. Scooty is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. He has never finished outside the top 8. He's been in the top 4 twice. He was the runner-up in CTWC's North American Dash Championship in 2024, the Jonas Cup. He was also top 8 in the same event the next year. He was also 3rd in CTWC's Dash Championship in Germany. He was 3rd in CTM's Mega Masters Championship in 2025. You've also seen him at regional tournaments, including Waco, Kansas City, Philadelphia, and his own hometown public library, which he won that one. Scooty has got the current score world record at 40.2 million. He got that when he became the 3rd player ever to get the rebirth achievement of rolling over the level counter in NES Tetris. The first player ever to do that, well, it's Dog. He's on the right side of the screen. He's seed number 6 in this tournament. He's from the USA. He's got a PB of 29.4 million, which he got in that rebirth game. And he's got 12 Masters event victories. He got 3 of them in 2025. He's the all-time winningest player in CTM history. He's a 2-time CTWC champion. He did it in 2020 and 2021. Of course, first player to get the rebirth. And he is our reigning champion, our annual champion, our Mega Masters champion for 2025 is Dog playing Tetris. He's overall, a 6-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. 421 for Scooty, 537 for Dog. And in those 6 appearances, Dog has only finished in the outside the top 4 1 time. But he's got 2 firsts, a second, couple of fourths, and then that top 16 in 2025 against a tough opponent, Tristop. We're into level 19 now. 539 for Blue Scooty, 546 for Dog. Tetris for Dog, 584. This is a best of 5. The first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match and punches their ticket to the finals to take on Cobra. Oh, do we get 4 bars in a row? Oh, did I miss 4 bars in a row? I got the one earlier. It's very rare. Tetris Scooty 673, 639 for Dog. And it's a close one. Same line count, a few thousand points apart. That's it. This semifinal is a rematch of last month's final, by the way. And it's a rematch of November's No Cap November final, by the way. Of course, they both can't get there into the final this time. But they did play each other in the semifinals in October as well. $879 for Dog, $887 for Blue Scooty. All right, Tetris for Blue Scooty just a couple thousand away from the max. Now he's like 199 points away from the max. There's the Tetris in the max for Blue Scooty, A34. Now Dog just a few thousand points away. Did my mic cut out? Really? Did it? I don't think so. Did it? Wait, what? Say lemon pie if you can't hear me. It did cut out. It's good. All right. Well, conflicting reports. A80, that's 1,000,000 points from Blue Scooty. A33 for Dog. Dog, very, very tough board here on 29. How does he survive? And he is not going to survive. Blue Scooty is going to take game number 1. Dog tops out basically at a really rough board on 28 and just very, very tough to downstack that one, and he couldn't. And Blue Scooty takes game number 1. Phantom Burns even get the goat, says Suds. I guess I missed the Phantom Burn. $631D AC. Thank you, Scorley, for the pin. 631DAC. 631 DAC. All right, both players ready. Game number 2. Scooty and Dog. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Dano222 with the 2222 Canadian super chat says, "You got this, Dog. You got this, Dog. You got this, Dog. Oh, got it. All right. So you got this, comma, Dog, exclamation point. Not I got a dog." Got it. Thank you, Dano222. Appreciate that. All right, Dog with the delayed Vits that he kind of had to burn to keep going, but pretty nifty from Dog. 71,000 for him, 72,000 for Scooty. And they both, well, Dog gets a couple of Tetrises here. 2222 Canadian from Dano222 says, "You go this comma Dog exclamation point. You go this comma Dog exclamation." It's hard to parse there, Dano. I think I understand what you're trying to say, but it's pretty rough. All right, Dog with adjustments here. Long bars coming. Dog Tetrising 185. Thank you so much, Dano. Appreciate that. Trebus says, "Vandy, good luck to your Patriots tomorrow." Yeah, I mean, they're going to need it, I think, for sure. But definitely not a lost season. I want them to win. I will not be disappointed if they don't win, because this season was not even supposed to happen, really. So to have the Patriots back in the Super Bowl kind of this quickly after being so bad, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty good. What's up, Grunt? Gruntiatis is here. 239 for Dog, 223 for Scooty. Scooty gets a Tetris. If the NFL wills it, it will happen. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. All right, long bar down for a triple for Blue Scooty. He's trying to clean up. Dog is clean, not clean, but he's set up for a dirty Tetris and gets one. House Grumpy Boys Twitch says, "Reminds me of a certain Patriots QB who took them to the Super Bowl out of nowhere." Yeah, true. Dog going to pass up on the Vits opportunity, the vertical eye tuck setup. No problem, because he gets to use that long bar for a Tetris instead. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Tetris for Dog 362. Blue Scooty is set up on the left well. And gets a Tetris. See how long he's going to stick there. And he's still there. And he's probably going to be there for, this Tetris and probably another. And maybe another. We'll see. 382 for him. Still on that left well. If he can get a bar here, he would be able to burn efficiently out of that. Get a clean transfer. But nope. It's probably going to be there for one or two more. 432 Dog. Tetris Scooty. Left well. Right well Tetris Dog. 456. And Scooty Tetris, and he's just entrenched, ensconced. He's kind of trapped on that left well for a little bit. See if he can get a Tetris here. Trying to keep it open. It's dirty. It's 4 rows up. He gets it. And now's the time where he probably really just wants to transfer that well. 19 coming in. There's the bar just in time. 5:05 entry for Scooty into 19. $5.86 for Dog on 19. Tetris Scooty 563. 594 for Dog. Tetris Dog 649. Scooty got one 623. Dog back by 5 lines. Besides that, though, they're about a Tetris apart. All right, here come those squares for Dog, too. 3 squares in a row. Tetris for Scooty, 698, level 23. Dog, level 23, 803. Scooty now into 24. Dog right now with about 130,000 point lead. Level 29. About 30 something lines away. All right, we got some NFL truthers in the chat. All right, Scooty having to burn several, or at least a couple long bars here to bring the stack down. What's up, Orlando? A13 for Dog. He's got the max out here in game number 2. Scooty at 919. He gets a Tetris 954. And Scooty a little awkward, not awkward, but just kind of a not ideal board for Scooty heading into 29, but no problem. He's going to get a Tetris here. And he's got the max out B59 for Dog. Dog back by 4 lines and ahead by about 133,000 points. All right, Dog gets a long bar down for a Tetris. Tetris for Scooty, B38. Level 39 and 330 lines. That is what we're looking out for. Oh, Dog's left side. Oh, no, that for Dog. Can he burn out of this at all? And no, that is going to be a top for Dog. Chase down target for Blue Scooty, C76. C75140. So Scooty needs to get to C76. There's the Tetris. If he gets one more, it'll be good enough, but he knows. We're just going to go into check down mode, just single, double. Take it easy. Low risk, drama-free Tetris. And that's going to do it. Blue Scooty is good in game number 2. And all of a sudden, dog on the ropes. All right, Scooty gets that Tetris. He can get 2 more if he doesn't burn. And that would be good for the F. There's 1. And there's 2. Let's get to see what Duty can do. Duty can do? What? Scooty can do. Well, there it is. Scooty up 2 games to none. There's a big F. Where did that F come from? Because I thought you weren't allowed to have single letter emotes on Twitch. How'd you sneak that in, Ziggy? All right, dog gonna take a moment. I'm just gonna run a quick ad, guys. 1 minute. Just 1 minute real quick. Oh, I missed from Commodore Friday earlier. 100 bit says, doodly doo, here's $1. Thank you, Commodore Friday. Hopefully you're still here to hear that. Oh, wait, but maybe you aren't. Are you, you're subscribed. Of course you are. Anyway, thanks, Commodore. Appreciate that. Gruntiata says, no matter how many matches you watch, players at this level blow my mind. What a matchup. Yes, indeed. I'm curious to see how this goes in the finals, whichever these two get through against Cobra, who's got to be super motivated, try to win for the first time. All right, 84746C. Your ad had an AI voiceover. All right. Oh, God. Oh, no. An AI robot read my ad. Oh, God. All right. 84746C. Both players ready. It's game number 3, and Dog has got to win to stay in. Hi, Vandy. Do you use a MacBook? If so, which one? I use my MacBook. I do use a MacBook. I have a MacBook Pro. I bought it in 2021. It's what do they call Mac? I actually have 2 MacBooks. I got another one for Lone Star, and we're not going to do Lone Star, so I guess this random other Mac. I think this is M1 Max. Does that make sense? But I also have an M3, but I use the M1 because all my CTM stuff is on it, and then I use my M3 as kind of my coffee shop computer. So like when I go to a coffee shop, or I just keep it in my backpack and go places. But I might sell it. How is it? I mean, I don't know. It's my first time having a Mac for my own computer. Like I always use Mac at work. And I was always a Windows guy, but I'm like, well, I don't know. Like I have iPhone and I have all this other Mac stuff, iPads and AirPods. And why don't I just get on the same ecosystem? And I think it's great. I was worried I wouldn't be able to stream this stuff. I mean, because I had trouble the times that I tried streaming from a Mac before, and things didn't work exactly the same, like in OBS and other programs, but it's been fine. It's been great. If you put a picture of Will Ferrell on your MacBook, it becomes a MacBook Semi-Pro. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ball, says Gruntiatus. If you say so. 173 for Blue Scooty, 190 for Dog. I got to admit, I'm kind of digging this standing up. I tried this for a bit, like way back in 2019, 2020. Like standing up during the stream, and I like it. I mean, I'm kind of under the weather today, but I think it's helping. Like, I'm not feeling well, but I'm getting energy from standing up. But yeah, I guess I'm a Mac guy now. I can't imagine going back to a Windows computer. Like, I have still a Windows laptop just kind of kicking around if I need one, but I might just ditch it. $329 for Dog, $271 for Blue Scooty. I'm a stand-up guy. I try. I wish there was a way to watch classic Tetris and CTM at the same time. I know. Who's are they still going in Washington? It's like, what is it, 5:30 in Washington? Are they still, is it like finals yet or what? 375 for Doug, 319 for Blue Scooty here in game number 3. Blue Scooty can clinch a spot in the finals with a win in this one, and Dog is basically to kind of just start a comeback here. All right, Z-spin for Dog, 403, 347, Blue Scooty. I should stream while running on a treadmill. I mean, if you want me to die, then that is good. That's a good thing for me to do. Imagine all the updates that poor Windows laptop needs. I know. I'll be updating it for days. The last time I used it, I think, is when we were running the lower brackets, like futures and hopefuls and challengers being restreamed on the thing, and I had to create an export for OBS, like a scene export for my streamers. And that's the only reason I had it, because it was just, everything was there, and I don't know, all the file paths worked in Dropbox, blah, blah, blah. So I used to build that in Windows, but that was years ago at this point. 469 for Blue Scooty, 550 for Doug. Tetris for both. 2 Tetrises away from 19. They each get them. Who's the person who plays Tetris on a treadmill? That's Big Pile Guam. Scooty into 19 at 542. Dog is in at 624. About an 80,000 point lead at the 19 transition for Dog. Tetris Dog 705, 604 for Blue Scooty. So yeah, how what stage are they at in the Washington Regional? like? Top 4. 797 dog. The Vits for dog. The true Vits with the bar in the window. Tetris dog 827. Finals. Alex. Well, I won't say it out loud. Alex is doing the commentary for the finals, right? That's what I meant to say. The Corian thing for dog. A skimming a Tetris for Blue Scooty down the middle. 814 for him. 917 dog. So about 100,000 point lead for dog. Same line count. Couple of bars in a row going to help dog Tetris. Party down the middle for Scooty. He's setting up the Vits. Down the middle and gets it. And now he is waiting, and he is set up down the middle. And gets one down the middle. He's set up again already. And trying to get an efficient transfer. And it's not going to be super efficient, but just 2 lines burned to get there and reorient that well back over to the right side. 922, Scooty, Tetris 956. Dog has got the A at 59. Still about 100,000 points ahead. And Simul Tetris, 1 line apart. Simul Tetris again, no lines apart. Still 100,000 point lead for dog. B29 for him. A25 for Scooty. And both into 29 now. Tetris for both 80,000 point lead for dog. And Scooty gets a long bar down the right side, but that left side is going to need some attention. Going to miss the T-spin. Still low enough that he can fix it though. And there's a Tetris, I think that was column 3 for Scooty. B99, C38 for dog. So Scooty catching up. Another Tetris for Scooty. He's at C41. C82 for dog. And dog, yeah, just kind of taking that board down safely on the right side. But see if this gives Scooty a chance to catch up. And dog with another Tetris, D45. So they are now kind of trading the score lead back and forth. Dog, slightly better pace, but I mean, for all intents, it's neck and neck. Blue Scooty E09. There's a Tetris E52. Dog gets one E49. Dog gets a Tetris E93, a skimming at Tetris for Scooty, F46, level 36. Another one, dog, F39. Rollovers in sight. There's a Tetris from Scooty, F91. F85 for dog. The Tetris for dog. He's got the rollover. Scooty's got the rollover. They're 10,000 points apart and into level 38. And they've just, well, dog is really one ahead. And Scooty, I don't know if he's going to be able to uncover to try to catch anything here. We'll see what he can do. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will uncover. Oh, he's not going to have room though. He's going to have to get 2, and he's not going to do that. Dog with the 1.74 million. Scooty with the 1.6. The double rollover, the double 39, and dog gets a 1.7 because he needed it. He needed a 1.7 basically to stay in the tournament. So GG's to both players. GG's dog. Let's give these players a moment. My word, what a game. All right. I am going to put pieces in the chat. You can take a moment, though. But the pieces are here if you want them. 044AD5. Thank you, Shadow. Kind of getting my steps in. But if I just like kind of step from left to right, like back and forth, does that get my steps in? Does that work? Oh, I'm not even wearing my the thing that would count my steps. I'm just wasting steps. Forget my health. I want to get my step counter up. You think dogs hate water or is that cats? Dogs tend to love water. You're a doctor. It works. All right, let's go. 04485. Both players ready. Game number 4. Dog trying to win another one to force a decider. Scooty looking to wrap it up right now. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I mean, you know, if you're Cobra, you're sitting there like, which one do you even want to face? Like, neither one. Like, I have to play one of these guys. What the heck? Or maybe you do want to play both. I mean, that's why you're playing, right? Blue Scooty's grandpa is rooting for Scooty. Says, one more, Scooty. All right. Scooty grandpa in the chat. That's really, people were asking the other day, is Blue Scooty's grandpa in the chat? Like, really? Blue Scooty's grandpa? Yes. That is true. Blue never played with the hot take here. Wouldn't be so sure Blue never played. Cobra was the #1 seed in the tournament. And if you look at the trajectory for Cobra, he's definitely on one of those kind of breakout moment trajectories. So he's got a shot. All right, Tetris Dog 137 and another one, 160 through 29. 119, Blue Scooty through 27. $251 for Dog. He's set up. He gets another one. They're one line apart. Dog ahead by 40,000 points. Tetris is here worth 22,800. Just curious. I'm just curious, right? Raids and how they work. Is anyone from the Simply raid still here? Like, anyone who was raided into this channel by Simply, are you still here? Just curious. Like, I just, you know, I don't know what raids do, you know, like raids help. It's nice to get raided. You love getting raided. All right, first time chat. Sprays for Days is still here. All right, welcome Sprays. Dr. Wing still here. First time chatter. Fox still here. All right, well, shows you what I know. Of course, regular viewers know what I know. There's nothing. 368 for Dog, 351 for Blue Scooty. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate that. Scooty's going to uncover that right side well. A nice adjust there with the Z piece to make room for the L. And keeps that right side open. Long bar in Tetris for Scooty. 378, 414 for Dog. Fox says, ain't no way Simply is getting a max out after seeing these pros. LOL. I don't know. He might do it. I mean, he's rolling. He looks good. Mechanics are good. He's keeping them hands off screen, though. I noticed that. So what is that? You know, keep your hands on screen. Show wires, the whole thing. Cousin Avi has gifted a tier 1 sub to Dr. Wings and to Fox. So thank you, Cousin Avi, for gifting those subs to those Simply viewers. Appreciate that. I don't know. He could get the max. I mean, if you're rolling and you're even like, if you fog up a mirror and you're rolling, you're probably going to get a max. So Tetris for Dog 552, 497 for Blue Scooty. N-Dog gifted a tier 1 sub to Sprays for Days. Thank you, N-Dog. So now we got all the Simply fans sub to the channel. So now you have to stay and now you have to come back. Thank you, N-Dog. Appreciate that. And Cousin Avi. $546 for Blue Scooty, $620 for Dog through 115. There's one Tetris. Dog, let's see, he could get, 3 more? And that would give him, if he can get 3 more Tetrises, that would give him a 700K transition. We'll see what he can do. There's one. This is huge. 600 or more going into 19 is like, S tier, high A tier transition. And that's what Scooty has. Scooty at 639. He's got a 600K transition. Dog is set up for it, and he's got a good flat stack. So he can build for a little bit and wait for it. And long bar goes in, and 713 for Dog. Wow. Huge transition pace. I mean, we've only had like a relative handful of 700K transitions. And, well, that was one of them. Long bar in Tetris Dog 764. Tacnerus has gifted a sub. Or Kingsman anyway, as I was on the 3rd month of a gifted sub from Tacnerus. So thank you, Tacnerus and Kingsman. Stanislaw was gifted a tier 1 sub to Guafi. Now, Blue Scooty, not all that far behind him score-wise. In fact, is ahead score-wise, but he's also, ahead 10 to 13 lines, something like that. Barrett looking for the curse here, but I mean, that is a thing that happens. You get in that you get pace brain, right? So Dog trying to avoid that. He's got to stay in. And they are just a couple thousand points apart. Scooty 10 lines ahead, though. Tetris for Dog and another one. He's got a 907 on 22. Vandy, what would you know about being pace-brained? Listen, it happens even on my scale, okay? It happens. We're into level 24. And really both players pacing right now. And I have had 2 like 700K transitions in my life. And they did not last really far beyond level 19. I'm sure I think one of them I died on 19 and the other one died on 20. A94 for Dog, A20 for Blue Scooty. I mean, these guys can rip off 700K transitions in, solo games, I'm sure at will at this point. So yeah, both players pacing pretty well. 1.1 for Dog, level 26. Both players 1.1ing into, well, Scooty 1.1ing into 28. Doug gonna 1.2 into 20, 1.2 into 28. I missed a line spin. Oh God. Oh no, guys. B99 for Scooty. Long bar Tetris. Scooty C36. So almost a 1.2 for Scooty. And my goodness, Dog, it could get the 1.3 into 29. And he's not going to quite get it, but he gets it like immediately after. It's so hard to be at this pace. And, you know, it's crazy because both players need to be at this pace. It's a critical game 4. They're both fighting to get into the finals against the players never won a final, so they can taste it. D70 for Blue Scooty, D74 for Dog. They both sense blood in the water. Oh, Scooty on that left side. That is going to be a top out, and that line clear or two, that is going to take it for Dog in game number 4. So we are heading to a deciding game number 5. All right, who's going to get jebaited? Oh, nobody. All right, good job. Oh, stolen short sword. Got him. All right, Dog with the really one away, essentially, from the roll. Yeah, he's got the rollover. So Dog get that rollover. He's on 36, and he can go for way more. There's another one for Dog. Another one for Dog. Tetris is here worth north of 45,000. Another one for Dog. He's got the 1.7. He's got the 1.8. He could get 2 more. There's 1. He's going to set up for 2. He's going to set up for 2, isn't he? Because why not? Oh. Oh, no, he's not going to get it, but it's a 1.8 for Dog. 1.88 million. Short Sword hates the shuffled playlist. I like the regular playlist, got to be honest. All right, players, I'm going to drop the pieces in the chat. Give me 60 seconds. Oh, I just got to take care of something in the apartment, and I'll be right back. It's decider time, y'all. So the pieces are in the chat. Alrighty, Roo guys, I am back. Thank you for. And Dog says Vandy gotta drop some pieces in the portal. Well, no, I just had to take care of something in the apartment, and Dog, not the hallway. There are two places I sometimes have to take care of stuff: the apartment and the hallway. 9FA, 94C. Both players are on seed. Both players ready. It's a decider, y'all. The winner goes to the finals to take on Cobra. I mean, crazy. What a match, as it always is between these two. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 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 Tris. No? Hello? Hello? Okay, there we go. Well, this is it. The winner will face Cobra, go to the finals. Scooty is the winner of 3 Masters events in a row. He wants a shot at number 4. He'd be the first player ever to do that if he can do it, but he's got to get through a 2-time world champion and the winningest player in classic Tetris monthly history. Scooty kind of set up a 5 below on the left side, but maybe didn't quite realize that he wouldn't be able to get the square under there, so had to make other plans, and now just trying to get this cleaned up. Is Vandy being quirky today? What does that mean? Quirky? What does quirky mean? It was a 4.5 and below. Sharky in the chat. This is the second semis. Cobra is into the finals. Tetris is here as a 30 stream streak. All right, Scooty kind of in no man's land, just can't seem to get all this burned away in a satisfying way. So now he's just kind of hoping a couple long bars come in. Adam Irish with the 5 subs gifted over to Twitch. Thank you, Adam Irish. Dal Landan, Jirak, Dame Fortuna, Sentient Longbar, and Fire Docs. You are the recipients. Thank you so much, Adam Irish. Appreciate that. 141 for Blue Scooty, 253 for Dog. Oh, Laurie's grumpy. What's up, Laurie? You all right? Everything all right? Oh, someone got timed out over on. Oh, that's true. It's a reverse decider. That's true. I got to reverse the decider. I guess somebody's being naughty over on the YouTube side. What else is new? YouTube, but we got Laurie and others over there policing the situation. Laurie, a first responder in life and in our chats. $233 for Blue Scooty, $369 for Dog. I love whenever some song comes up from the original Trace Vector soundtrack. I mean, it just fits like that. That is our soundtrack. It's good to have more than a half hour's worth of music now that we have the whole catalog for Flex Style, but nothing tops the Trace Vector soundtrack. Vandy, do you want a reverse sweep to happen? I do not really have, I don't really root for anybody. Like, it doesn't even occur to me to root for anybody. I'm just excited to be here. I truly don't care. I mean, I like a good story, and all these stories are good, right? Scooty would get 4 in a row for the first time. Dog would get 13 wins and extend his lead, and Cobra would be a first-time winner. So they're all good stories, honestly. So I don't know. I like it. 396 for Blue Scooty, 518 for Doug. Yeah, it's not like I'm secretly rooting for someone, but I have to be neutral. Listen, guys, these are teenagers. I'm a 48-year-old man. I'm not hanging out with them, okay? I'm not like, oh, I want my friend to win. $549 for Dog, $467 for Blue Scooty. Vandy, I thought we had something. Oh. Whoops. Wait, are you a teenager? I have no idea. Yeah, you're not a teenager. You're elderly at this point. $598 for Dog. You get another 600K transition. You're 19? Oh, we can't be friends then. Sorry. 622 for a Dog. There is a Tetris. He's got another 600K transition. Vandy, is everyone in the community your friends? I on some level, I guess. I can think of 4 people who aren't, but other than that, sure. And Kingsman is 3 of them. 668 for Blue Scooty. He has got a score lead, but he's ahead by 10 lines or so. Tetris Dog 714. He's back by 4 lines. Scooty gets one 755. So it's pretty neck and neck at this point. You're the same age as Fractal? What is Fractal now? 23? Something like that. How is he 23? How is everybody so old now? All right, 801 for Dog, 789 for Blue Scooty. Yeah, the winner goes to the finals. Oh, Dog in trouble. Dog is blocked out. Dog gonna top out at 810, and that means Blue Scooty will withstand the threat of the reverse sweep and will advance to the finals again. GG's Dog. So Scooty really gritting through one here in game number 5. Did not start auspiciously, but he has made it through and will be going to the finals. So seed number 1 and seed number 2. That's what we have. Seed 1, seed 2. GG's Dog played great. 700K transition thrown in there. Reverse sweep attempt, and Dog played great. So GG's you, Dog. But Blue Scooty going to go for history here in a moment. So we're going to run an ad. We'll set up the match, and we'll be right back. I got to report these. So wait, game 1 was 3-1 Cobra. I didn't report these, so we got to show you the whole thing. So let me report that. 3-1 Cobes. Cobbs. Cobers. James Coburn. Monthly Tetris. There we go. Bloop. And then we got to report this one 3-2. 3-2 Blue Scooty. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and settle this up, and we will return for the finals. I'm gonna run ad. Nope. Double Scooty. The old double Scooty, y'all. What would rip-off Tetris player names be? Would Blue Scooty become Red Star? You know that, like, Scooty has a family member in the chat called Oma Red Star, right? Like, oh, Red Star 2005 is also in the chat. Look at that bubble. Look at that guy. It's like Kurt Bavacqua. Nobody gets that reference, right? Nobody. 0 people in chat understand that reference, but somebody's going to go Google it and pretend they know. Right? Right? Cox Danny J got it. You're one of the people I thought would get it. Cousin Avi gifted a tier 1 sub to Evesy. Thank you, Cousin Avi. Appreciate that. Vance says, I got it, Vandy. I know it from Googling it. All right, Vance. At least you admit it. That's fine. Google the reference. It's good. Vandy, I got you some Ferrero Rocher. Oh my goodness. What a sweetheart. Ndog says, oh, anyone else in chat from the raid that didn't get a gift sub? All right. Is anyone in the chat still here besides the 3 people who said they were? Anybody here from the Simply raid? Is anyone still here? I would be shocked and chagrined. Aside from those 3 people who are now Classic Tetris Monthly fans for life, is anyone still in chat? And you have to be honest. Smacks. I believe you. Jazzy Josh says no. Frodo Dota says I'm not in chat. I believe Smacks. That's it. That's it. All right. Well, let's get this underway. I'm gonna put pieces in the chat. Players, it's time. It is time. It is time. I gotta taparoo the stencil into place so a little bit. Oops. Pardon me, guys. Sorry about that. And we'll get this cameras lined up for the old scootster. Cousin Avi has gifted a tier 1 sub to Jazzy Josh. Cousin Avi has gifted a sub to Indiana Bonsai. Vandy, I can't give you the Ferrero Rocher, so I'll give it to Omar Red Star. I think that's nice. It's a nice thing to do. There you go. All right, Vandy, when is the next Faster Masters? I don't think we're going to be doing Faster Masters again. We are doing Crunch Mode, which is a fast mode in February, which is one of the times I think we did a Faster Masters, didn't we? Or what? No, was it a May and an October? I don't know. But I don't think we're going to do that again. We might do it for like or some variant on it for STM, but probably not going to do it again. That's your favorite format? Oh, shoot. N-Dog gifted a tier 1 tub to Smacks. Vandy, can we have a push-down only STM? I would say we could have a push-down informed STM. Push-down only? I don't know. Maybe. But, like, you can clear lines, right? They just have to not count somehow? All right. Anyway, that's all that is beside the point. Because we have two players who are on seed, two players who are ready to play in the finals. Cobra, seed number 1. Blue Scooty, seed number 2. One of these players will be the Masters event winner for January 2026. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tetris. Push down only is 0 lines cleared. I don't know. I know that there's a leaderboard or some sort of tracking for push down only, but that seems like kind of a stunt format. And it's a little too stunty, a little too stupid for Stupid Tetris Monthly, I think. Anyway, on the left side of your screen, it is Cobra, who is seed number 1 in this tournament for the first time ever. He qualified in with a 1.82 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period, a 1.82. First time in the number 1 seed. This is Cobra's first time in the semifinals, and then first time now in the finals. So he has not yet won a Masters event, but a player who is on the rise, may I say. I may say that because it's my stream and I can say whatever I want. The Vitz for Cobra. But yeah, Cobra, where do you know Cobra from? Well, Cobra is a 2-time CTWC gold bracket player. Had his best result in 2025. He was a top 8 finisher in CTWC 2025. He's a 3-time Mega Masters player. Had his best result in 2025. He was the winner of the Boston Tea Parody Regional in 2025. And now, here in 2026, he's made it into the semifinals and the finals of the CTM Masters event for the first time ever. You've seen him, besides at CTWC, you've seen him at, of course, at Boston Regional. You've seen him at regionals in the Space City Regional Houston. Seen him at that Stillwater Showdown in Blue Scooty's hometown library. And at Boston Tea Party the last couple of years. And yeah, he was top 4 in our Lone Star Championship, CTM's live championship. The last time we did it was 2024, and he was a top 4 in that. 288 for Cobra. 260 for Blue Scooty. Cobra with that 5.28 million PB. He was ranked number 7 in the most recent ranking of competitive Tetris players. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end of it. Or you can bring up the link if you're watching live here using the PP command, Premier Poll. On the right side, Blue Scooty, seed number 2 from the United States of America, has a PB of 40.2 million. Yes, that is the world record. It did come during his rebirth game, that is rolling over the level counter. Third player to do that after Dog playing Tetris and Alex T. Scooty was the first player ever to crash the game of NES Tetris, got all the way to level 157, triggering the crash behavior of the game, where the game just stops. And it's first player ever to get that far. He is a 9-time Masters event winner. And by the way, he is on a back 3-back streak. And if he were to win this would be the first ever back 4-back in the Masters event. But he's got to go get through a player who is on the rise and hungry for a title, because this would be Cobra's first ever title. So history on the line for each of these two players. 456 Cobra, 427 for Blue Scooty. You have seen Scooty, of course, at CTWC for last 3 years. He's never finished outside the top 8. He's got 2 top 4 finishes involved in there. Was second in 2024's Jonas Cup CTWC North American DAS Championship, and also at their Worldwide Championship in 2025. Was in the top 3 of that as well. And you've seen him at regionals in, he won a regional in Arizona in 2024, Kansas City, 23 through 2025. He's won all of those. You've seen him in Philadelphia, Houston. Seen him at our Lone Star Championship in 2024, where he was the winner and he won the regional. Imagine this. He won the regional tournament that was hosted, that was organized by him and hosted in his hometown library. So you want to tell me the NFL is rigged? What about these library qualifiers? Come on. 575 for Cobra into 19. Scooty's still 10 lines away from 19. The long bar gets over for the Tetris Scooty. Cobra 16 lines ahead. This announcer is better than Tony Romo. I mean, that's not a very high bar. So thank you, David Cox. 576 entry into 19 for Blue Scooty. That speed is increased by 50%. Tetris is on 19, worth 24,000, and they will go up in score 1,200 points every line increase. Tetris for Cobra. This is a best of 5. The first player to 3 wins is the winner. Another Tetris for Cobra is 764. No, Tony Romo is good. Tony Romo is good. He's good. He does bring a lot to it, and he's got some personality. David Cox's more Scooty family. My goodness. Scooty with that drop of the S, had to end up doing some pretty nifty stuff here with a couple of T pieces, and he's got a clean board again, just like that. Long bar in Tetris for Blue Scooty, 782. You think Tony Romo is a better commentator than Van Dweller, which is a very high bar. Oh, well, that's very kind. But Tony Romo, definitely a professional, and I am but a mere amateur, but I'm doing my best. Well, I'm not doing my best, but I'm here. I'm doing it. I don't know if I'm doing my best. 929 for Cobra on 25, 867 for Scooty on 23. 20 line difference. How can I call myself an amateur after all these years? I mean, well, CTWC is where the professionals are. I mean, they're at the world championship, right? So, you know, that's where the real pros are. I am not I'm not main channel material over at CTWC, so but someday, guys, someday I'll get there. 988 for Scooty, 86 for Cobra. So Cobra's got that 1.15, and he's got 2 more Tetrises he could get before 29. That would be a 1.2 if he can get them. Or almost would be. Would it be? I don't know. But now he's kind of just worrying about surviving into 29 because his board is very high. Here's a couple of long bars, and he's going to get them. He's got the 1.2. Into 29. And Scooty really is on a 1.2 pace as well, and maybe even a better 1.2. Let's see. Long bar in Tetris Scooty. He's got the 1.2. 2 more Tetrises available before 29. And yeah, this big line difference between these two is it's a little bit tough to call because, you know, they're so far apart in lines. And it's got to be tough to play against that too, I think. So we'll see what happens. C62 for Scooty's got the 1.2 into 29. And that is a top out for Cobra at D27. So Scooty just needs like the 1 Tetris. He gets a triple. He doesn't even need the Tetris. He can just, and he gets a Tetris anyway. It doesn't matter. Blue Scooty going to take game number 1. Cobra topping out on 31. Oh, do I have to get them to refresh? I don't think this is a refresh issue. Is this a refresh? I refreshed them both, didn't I? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it is. Yeah, it actually could be this time. What's up, Pumpy Heart? So Scooty's got that 1.4, and he's just going to keep going. Go for pace here. Trying to pump up those stats. Bran Nestris has subbed on Twitch. Scooty's not going to get anything over. There it is. That's an intentional top out. Is this Cobra's first time in the finals? Yes, it is. All right, yeah, let me refresh both of them. Make sure we get them nice and simultaneous. 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. I mean, all this. I mean, it's just crazy to me. It's like all this just to have 1 and 2 in the finals, but I mean, it makes sense. Chat, what's the best cereal? Oh, that's a good question. Vance asking the real questions. Yeah, what is the best cereal? Like, I think, like, sweet cereals, I love Fruity Pebbles, but if I had to go to the store right now and buy cereal, I would buy Honey Bunches of Oats. That's what I would buy. I would buy Honey Bunches of Oats. It's the dumbest name, but they're great. Oh, do the pieces not get in the chat? Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios. Yuck. I don't like Cheerios. Right? It's too much. I don't know. It's too much blank and negative space in a Cheerio. Right? First of all, they're kind of. There's a lot of air in the Cheerio, so they're too light. And then there's like a hole in the middle. So there's too much negative space. Raisin Bran Crunch. Yeah, Raisin Bran Crunch, amazing. Love that. B6, A6, 3F, both players ready to go. Game number 2, Cobra and Blue Scooty. In 3-2-1, Tetris. Yucking yums with Vandy. Well, I'm telling you what I like. I'm not saying people shouldn't like it. I just don't like it. I'm saying for me, people can like whatever they want, and they will, regardless of whether I like it or not. Who did Cobra beat to get to the finals? Well, yeah, let me tell you that. Let me tell you about their path to the finals. Cobra, of course, got that number 1 seed, so we got to skip rounds 1 and 2. So we started off in the round of 16. Defeated Tugi 3-1. And he defeated Knight in the round of 8 in a decider. Then he defeated Sidnev in the semifinals 3-1. And he's here now in the finals, of course. And then Blue Scooty also got to start in the round of 16. Scooty defeated ID Kirby in a decider in the top 16. So that was a tight one. Then he defeated Meme 3-1 in the top 8. And then Dog playing Tetris in a, well, just kind of fended off a reverse sweep attempt by Dog. And is now here in the finals. Cobra and Scooty. Scooty looking to go 4 in a row. Cobra looking to get first one ever. 99,000 Cobra, 139 for Blue Scooty. You went full on yuck on Cheerios. Yeah, I don't like them. Yeah, I mean, yuck is not an objective judgment that holds true for people. It's a personal reaction. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I like it, or I'm here. People ask what people's favorite cereals are. I'm telling you, I don't like it. Vandy, did you know Pumpy Heart is a freestyle rapper? Well, it better be free because I'm certainly not paying. That's for sure. 175 for Cobra, 189 for Blue Scooty. This match is a rematch for the Lone Star 2024 finals, says Andrew Meep. Well, all right, that brings us to our next topic, the head-to-head matchups for these two, anticipating where we go here in game number 2. We talk about the head-to-head history of these two. And yeah, they did meet up for the first time actually in Mega Masters 2024, but in the early rounds. And they did meet in the finals of the Lone Star Championship in 2024, live in Austin, Texas. And let's see, when else did they play in Masters? They played, yeah, I mean, of course, they've never played in the semis and beyond because this is Cobra's first time in, but they did meet in the top 16 a couple of times. They played in CTWC. Scooty knocked Cobra out of CTWC in the top 8. And overall, in CTL, CTWC, and CTM, and any of the regionals, Blue Scooty is 9-0 against Cobra. So Cobra up against long odds, but it's not the same Cobra as 2024. He's now, he's made it into the semis and finals for the first time. He's a number 1 seed in the tournament. He's won a regional. It is not the same Cobra. When's the last time I had cereal? I mean, I love cereal. That is that is like my body mass is, I don't know, 20% Taco Bell, 15% cereal. And approximately 70% Little Debbie. Somewhere in there. Wait, that's more than 100%? Well, that's how this happens. You thought I was doing keto? I mean, not now. I mean, I'm not eating that stuff now. But this is what I have to pay for. $444 for Cobra, $509 for Blue Scooty. I'm paying for it now. Exactly right. I certainly am. So Cobra into 19 with a 468, fairly low transition for that left side, but he fixes it with the bar. So now Cobra in fix it mode. Long bar goes down, Tetris, and another one. So Cobra survives a little bit of a scare. And see, these two start at the same time, and Cobra is ahead again. So I am going to choose to believe that game one was the same kind of thing. What are the cereal organs? Oh, goodness. The pancreas and the liver. 580 Cobra, 596 for Scooty. The best cereal as an ice cream topping is Fruity Pebbles, though. That's for sure. Like, get some of those Fruity Pebbles, put them on ice cream. It's the best. $672 Cobra, $654 Scooty. Can Scooty retire so we can get a new winner? Good night, says Grandmaster Rubero. Well, I don't think he wants to do that. I think he wants to win. I just made you want ice cream. I mean, that's what I'm here to do. This is the risks you take of being in this chat. All right, Cobra set up in column 8. Skim and a Tetris for Cobra, 755. Bendy says, y'all talking about Scooty like Cobra ain't the favorite. I mean, Cobra is the number 1 seed, guys. I mean, come on. I think this is on the rise. You know, you guys can, like, oh, you know, Scooty, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, all of the top players become not the top players, right? And players who are not winners become winners. Like, every player who is a Masters winning player was at one point not a Masters winning player. So they all have to do it for the first time, right? 930 for Cobra, 917 for Blue Scooty. And they always go against the players like, oh, they could never win against this player. No one could ever beat Joseph Saylor. No one could ever beat Coriata. No one could ever beat, it's like, yeah, but they do. That's what happens. Cobra into 29 with a max out. Like, with about an A10. How does Scooty have a classic Game Fest shirt that still fits, says Zempro? Yeah, that's a good question. Scooty, I think, very smart, even at a very young age, planning ahead. Scooty always bought the shirts big. He always got them big. Kid is future focused. All right? This is a winner. B16 for Blue Scooty. I mean, put that on your resume. All right? I bought shirts when I was 13, planning for when I was 16. Future-proofing meta. I mean, sure. Is that Scooty smart or mom smart? Probably both. C47 for Scooty. Yeah, but you used to see him walk around in these big shirts and, you used to laugh. But now who's laughing? C56 for Scooty. B58 for Cobra. I remember the first time I put on a shirt and it was a large. Oh no! Oh no! Cobra gonna top out C26, and Blue Scooty is good in game number 2. I remember the first time putting on a shirt and it was a large, and I kind of realized that it was a large, and I was like, oh man, I better do something about that. I'm getting kind of big. And then yeah, we've blown way past that now. Large in like 30 years. All right, Scooty gonna mullen it out a little bit. Can he get the T-spin? Nope. He's got the 1.5. Get on that GLP-1. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'm happy for anyone that does that. I'm not gonna do that. All right. Yeah. So, Scooty up 2 games to none. I'll put pieces in the chat. Snacks for tomorrow's Super Bowl. We're going to do wings. We're going to make our own wings. We always make our own, pretty much, because we know what goes on it. Do them in the air fryer. Put that Primal Blueprint buffalo sauce on it. That's what we do. And then we're going to do... We have some low-carb pasta, and we bought some queso from Torchy's here in Austin, and then we kind of mix the queso into the macaroni, and we call it mac and queso, and we have that kind of a Super Bowl tradition. Okay, 8E Koof. 8EC00F. This is what happens when my path to finals is Mickey Mouse, but I'm here. Hey, you're here, buddy. You can't take it away from you. Well, Scooty's up 2 games to none. Cobra has got to win to stay in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is it, guys. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, we have met our goal. But if you do want to continue to support that prize pool, you can do so right now. Very rarely do any contributions come into the prize pool after the live streams. So if you do want to pump it up a little bit, you can. But thank you again to everybody who helped us get to 2,000 in the prize pool. I should, I do that. I always spend a lot of time at the end of the stream reading off who supported the prize pool, but I should do it like in level 18 in the finals. Because what else are you going to do? Oh, it's 46 to 47. All right, Tetris for Scooty, 71,000. Danny with the $10. 1069 is what is in the prize pool right now. Thank you. Danny says, yeah, Tetris. All right. N-Dog says, I bought my leather jacket out of my first paycheck at 16. I still wear it all the time. Yeah, I had a leather jacket that I really liked wearing it, but I was in Wisconsin where, a lot of the year you can just wear a leather jacket and it's fine. But then I moved to Las Vegas and I thought I was going to be living there pretty much forever. And then I was gone in a year and moved to Texas. So, when I eventually got rid of that leather jacket. I just don't need it, but I don't know. I thought I was a cool guy wearing a leather jacket. You lived in Vegas for 20 years. The Five Below from Scooty. It's going to pay off, though. He gets like perfect pieces here. Gets a Tetris 280. You prefer wings in the deep fryer? The air fryer, I like the air fryer. I think it come out tasting clean and good. And I don't have to use a bunch of oil. $15.98 from Madelsburger is going to get us up to 2026.67. So 2026.67. That's a good place for the prize pool to land, I think. Unless you're John Stamos, you can't pull off a leather jacket. Listen, I was a cool guy. I was a professional poker player. I was cool, all right? But I'm also kind of a schwätzer, you know, like I sweat. So it didn't work for me in the end. But I was a cool guy. Did I make it to TV? I was kind of a low stakeser. I'm trying to think if I ever been on TV. Yeah, I was a low stakes player, a grinder, you know. I was not playing high stakes at all. Have I been on TV though? Yeah, it's possible. I don't remember. I've been on TV for Tetris? Well, that's true. That's true. I'm sure I've been on TV more for Tetris than poker. That's for sure. Where did I play at? Yeah, I mean, I basically played all the daily tournaments. I was a tournament player. And I played all the daily tournaments on the strip, you know, like we would start off the day at the Caesars. Caesars, they had one that was at 11 a.m. And if I busted out of that early, I would head over to the Venetian one at 2 p.m. And there's usually, you know, dinner break or something like that. And I head over to some nighttime tournament wherever, you know, at the Wynn or the Bellagio or I don't know, just all over the place. You missed the old Caesars poker room? I agree. The new poker room sucks. It's like all out there in the public and it just sucks. The old room was so good. Big tournament space. Yeah, it's in the middle of the sports book now. Yeah, it sucks. 505 for Scooty, 563 for Cobra. Vandy, why don't you go back to playing some poker to supplement your CTM income? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like I would have to take like a year to study again. Like I'm so behind the times right now. I feel like 641 here for a Cobra, huge 600K pace. Plus, you know, I love poker. I mean, wait, what? Oh my God, Freudian slip. I love Tetris, right? I have other things I want to do in life. I might go play occasionally. I haven't played in a couple of years, but I love Tetris, and I have other things that I want to do with my life. It's too optimized now, like chess. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I mean, there are a lot of people doing stuff with solvers, but just because people learn stuff with solvers doesn't mean that they're good at implementing it, or even, I mean, I don't know. I think there's more to it than GTO. $760 for Cobra, $721 for Blue Scooty. Have I played against any pros? Yeah, definitely. $778 for Scooty, $826 for Cobra. Like I would play in like daily tournaments and things like that. You know, Bellagio and Win and all these other places. And a lot of times those players would sit in those daily and weekend tournaments. Or you know, when I played like events and things like that, I would play in Venetian tournament series and they would show up there. So you end up against, you know, name pros. Cobra 947, 855 Scooty. Colin says, I miss Bill's. Do you mean Bill's Gambling Hall and Saloon? It used to be the, whatever the pirate themed, what was that called? I forget what it was called. Yeah, what was it before it was Bill's? It was something else. It only became Bill's like after I'd already left. A80 for Cobra, the Barbary Coast. Is that what it was? No. Barbary Coast, I think is what it was called, if I remember correctly. B14 for Cobra, 999 for Scooty. Yeah, I know. We're talking about poker, and Cobra has a 150,000 point lead. So, see, this is a problem. This is why Tony Romo is better. Wait, the Mirage is gone? Is it really? T-spin here, Scooty, 29, A75. But now here we are. Scooty cutting into this lead a bit. Cobra needs to uncover. The long bar, very helpful. Cobra gonna survive. He gets a Tetris C52, so he's maintained the lead. 120,000 points ahead. Tetris for Scooty, B72. Cobra cleaning. Scooty down stacking, trying to survive, trying to get Tetris ready again. Tetris for Scooty, C24. Yeah, it's level 29, guys. We can't be talking about the Mirage and Bill's Gambling Hall and Saloon. There's Tetris here. All right, Cobra kind of bridge burning here, trying to keep this open. Long bar goes in. Tetris for Cobra, D66. Scooty at C45. There's a Tetris for Scooty. Another Tetris Cobra, E16. There's one Scooty. Another Tetris Scooty, D78. It's only 3 lines ahead. Oh, that left side for Cobra. This could be it. And yeah, Cobra is not going to live that. So we'll see if Scooty, Scooty with that Tetris is going to take it. And Blue Scooty, for the first time ever, has won 4 in a row. Nobody has ever won 4 in a row until now. Blue Scooty, the first ever 4 in a row winner of Classic Tetris Monthly. Cobra, you played amazing. Congratulations on your first semis and finals. You know, you should be proud. You played really well. You definitely can hang. You definitely belong. An amazing tournament from Cobra. I expect to see you back here again sometime soon, that's for sure. But it is gonna be Blue Scooty 4 in a row. Let me fix this because it's scuffed, but we're gonna get him in there and show his room and his face. 4 in a row. Oh, we got a level 40. Wait, really? Did I miss that? Oh yeah, just a level 40. I totally missed it. I'm like setting up the winner scene. And yeah, just getting a level 40 as well. So what the heck, Scooty, congratulations. Oh my God, it's a whole family. People running in. What's up? Come back. No, come back in. Oh, ice cream time. All right, go get your ice cream with the family. You don't have to stick around. Just, you know, go enjoy ice cream. What flavor? What flavor was that? Scooty's looking unbeatable. You know, he had that 10 in a row run where he was in the finals 10 times in a row. And then he cooled off for a little bit. I'm like, all right, well, Scooty had his run. maybe he's going to come back down to earth. But now he's won 4 in a row. Absolutely insane. What flavor? It is extra triple fudge brownie. It's a good choice. Very good choice. Not a sponsor, but you know, if you're looking, maybe they're a Scooty sponsor. I don't know. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Come in here. All right. Twitch, please don't ban me. We're gonna get demonetized. Oh no, Scooty, you just ruined it. Scooty's ruining Tetris again. Oh my God, it's Grandpa bringing in Oreos. Wrong side. Learn technology. What is that Oreo? What is that? Grandpa. Oh God, look at all these people. Look at all this. Grandpa, put it in front of the camera. There you go. What are those? What are these like special edition Oreos? What is that? Special edition. What is that is that just a giant Oreo? Danny got them in Taiwan? Blue Scooty Oreos. Holy mackerel. They're Chinese New Year Oreos. Are they just regular Oreos or but in a special box, or do they have like 5 spice on them or something? What, like, yeah, they're amazing. Well, there you go. What's up? Yeah, there you go. Hey, look, oh my God, all the kids are here. My interest is piqued. Yeah, it is. It is. All right, what's up, guys? Well, congratulations, Blue Scooty. Go enjoy time with the family. 4 times in a row, Blue Scooty has won the Masters event. The first time that has ever happened, and who knows? Can he get 5? What's the limit now? Is this just going to be the year of Scooty? Is that what this is? You're going to have the Selena Gomez Oreos. Oh my God. Those Selena Gomez Oreos are sick. They are so good. They're the best Oreos. They're like churros Oreos. They're amazing. Like, so good. Yeah, making made in Taiwan a thing again, that's for sure. In December, he said he was going to break every record, and here we are. Well, started right off in January, breaking the record. Oh yeah, wait, Scooty won DAS as well. I totally, I forgot about that. He's the second player ever to win DAS and Masters in the same month. I totally forgot. He's tied the record. So now he's going to do it again. Yeah, he won DAS and Masters in the same month. Guys, what is he doing? Can we have Tap Masters again? All right, well, quickly, we'll call it January Tap Masters so he can win DAS Tap and Roll Masters in the same month, all right? Quickly, we're going to put together January Tap Masters. Wow. Well, guys, that is going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Super fun time. Great month. Scooty owns 2026 so far. I mean, what the heck? He won DAS Masters. I totally forgot about that, guys. Jeez. You know, I was kind of in my own head a little bit. I think I have a lot to think about. But wow. So Blue Scooty just on another. This is number 10, right? It's just 10? Is he the second, third triple digit guy? I don't remember. Whatever. He's got 10, right? God. He's coming for dog, man. He took his score record, came this, you know, he got the lines record. And I mean, he's coming for dog. No, he's gonna spend time with his family now, so that's fine. We'll talk to him eventually. He's gonna win a bunch of these dirt block. We'll talk to him again when he gets to We'll talk to him when he gets to 13 wins. Okay, that's when we'll talk to him. Wow, what a month. Anyway, yeah, let me report this, and you know, let's it's not to sweep under the rug how well Cobra did. Cobra got to the finals. Got to the semis for the first time, the finals for the first time. Took on a very dangerous player, Sidnev, in those semifinals. Not easy to do. Cobra did not have an easy path, okay? Cobra was the #1 seed, but did not have an easy path there at all. Cobra defeated Tugi in the top 16. Tugi kind of ascending. That's not easy. I mean, Tugi is a tough competitor. And then Cobra defeated Knight, another top player. And then Sidnev, I mean, an amazingly top player, former Masters champion, and then Scooty. So Cobra had an extremely tough path. This is not like Patriots going to the Super Bowl, okay? This is very, very difficult. This is a very difficult path. So congratulations to Cobra on an amazing run. First ever finals appearance. You did great. So congratulations to you. And GG's to all of our players. You know, we made our top 8 $2,000 incentive. So all these players on the screen right there will be going into the prize, getting a prize from the prize pool. I mean, it's really a who's who of the top players. But congratulations to all of you for your performances this month. And on that topic, I want to thank everybody who contributed to that prize pool. They got us all the way up to 2026-67. It's a very good appropriate number. I'm gonna thank everybody by name right now. So yeah, Scott Gray, Nate Russell, Nate Agathis, Jens Axpo, Chris S, Jens Axpo, Pseudo Kennard, Summer B, Kingsman, OTA Howard, Ping Minus, Adam Irish, Laurie, Cute Pup Jesus, Talvik, Guafi, Salty, Watermelon Cowboy, Middlesburger, Watermelon again, Lee Keel, Smacks, Po Boy, Mr. Brain, Abby Normal, Arbaro, Mustache Cannon, Cox, Danny J, Mr. Burrow, Commodore Friday, Rogue Potato, Colin, Stolen Short Sword, Chili Skull, who I think contributed to the wrong one. Chili meant to put it in DAS and said, let's go, Matt Martin. Colin, Vent in the Sky, Shianobi, Zempro with the $1.17 and the 85-cent contribution. Cobra contributed himself 67 cents. And everybody else who did coupons. So thank you for your contributions to the prize pool. Big contributions from Scott and Nate and a bunch of others. And also, you know, Nate driving these incentives to get people to contribute to the prize pool so that the channel can be supported. Really appreciate that, Nate. Thank you so much for your support. And thanks to patrons. I got to update this. I'll update it for February. Scott Gray, Jane the Widow, Kane Attacking, Madelsberger, Mr. Brain, Nate, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason, Sonny, and everybody else. Thank you so much. Go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris to support the channel and find other ways to support us using that support command right now. And then if you go to the description on YouTube, you'll find those ways as well. So thank you, everybody else, for supporting us. Thanks to those of you who supported the stream today. Now, this is going to list people who are subbed, not the gifters, but there are a lot of gift sub. Thanks for the new follows: JDH, Bulba, Fox, Dr. Wing, Sebastian Shivers, Lee Keel, Pragler, Jade Sasquatch, Bedelli, Smug Whale, Nunya, Labrador, Nico Funk, and Anita Smith. And subs: Tio, Sage, Summer B, Lee Keel, Limon, Mad Mega, Game Scout, Andrew, Hushed Fab, Old Man, AZ, Catermelon, Shadow Knight, Cake or Death, Kenny Bunkport, Rena, Sebi Flies, Azraya, Crack, Retro, DJ, Cecily, Dancing Longbar, Cute Pub, Jesus, Mountaineer, Justin, Sundeco, Arctic, Dr. Wing, Fox, Spray, Kingsman, Guafi, Dame Fortune, Setchet Longbar, Die Land, Dan, Girock, Firedox, Evesy, Jazzy, Josh, Indiana, Bonsai Smacks, Bran, Icy Flow, V, Maushi, whatever, Cool, Heinstein, Mark, ACA, Bobby, Quack, Maxwell, Henry, Some Jazz, Witta, Smart, Johnny, Silent, J, Sam, I, K9 watching Beatrice and K9 watching Beatrice, K9 watching Tetris, and Commodore Friday for the bit, Simply for the giant raid. Thank you so much, Simply. Really appreciate the raid. and everybody else. So also, yeah, thanks to our moderators and everybody who checks quals and all that. Hana and the gang checking quals, and schedulers, Cat Surgery, and Zempro, and tons of people. You know, there's people who are not really like officially on the team, okay, but who do a lot for the community and the Discord and the channel and all that. So, you know, thank you, everybody, really. I mean, everybody has a part in this, so thank you all so much. Appreciate that. And Tech Team and, you know, and really Van Dweller for holding this whole thing together. Thank you so much, dude. I mean, you do an amazing job all the time. So, you know, you do great. Thank you, Van Dweller. Well, that is going to do it for me now. We've got, you know, we got qualifying open for March. February tournaments are about to start streaming. I don't think any of those have been scheduled yet, but they will be. And there'll be more Tetris in February. We got Stupid Tetris Monthly Crunch Mode. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to like that a lot. And another Masters. We'll see if Scooty can go back 5 back. So that's going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much, YouTube. We're going to say goodbye to you now. George Amoki said, last question. Hi, Vandy. Are you considering not hosting CTM? Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to come to that at some point. So probably will. Anyway, thanks for bringing us down, George. All right, take care, YouTube. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, George. All right, Twitch, we'll find a raiding spot for you, or a landing spot via a raid for you. Let's see, Pixel Andy farming a raid. Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. So we're gonna raid 5-time CTM champion, you know, not 8-time DAS Master Pixel Andy farming a raid. Typical Andy, you know, late. He's late for Tetrises, but when it comes to getting the raid, he's on time, isn't he? Oh yeah, he's on time. He's right there. No, he's been better lately. All right. Take care, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Off stencil on his own stream. Typical Andy. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks again. Take care.